Okay, everybody, good morning, and once again, welcome to this webinar where we have focus on Montenegro and the Chetty brand. We have with us today Maja Mirkovic from the Chetty. She's live from Montenegro in just a few minutes, so that's really exciting. Just a few practical things for this webinar. We will do a recording so we can send it to you afterwards, and you can share it with your colleagues if there's something you want to see or show it again. So that's good to know. And also, it's possible through this webinar on the Q&A button to ask any questions you might have. And at the end of the webinar, we will do a sum up and we will take the questions that you have had, and Maya will do her best to answer. But I will not take too much of your time already, so I'll just give the word to Maya. And welcome to you, Maya. And yeah, give it a go.
Thank you, Peter. Good morning from the Luštica Bay. My name is Maya, and I've been with the property since pre-opening. So we opened the hotel in 2018, so we will celebrate our seventh summer season now in August. I'm assistant director of sales in the hotel. We have a colleague, director of sales, Leonardo, as well in the team. And I will start the presentation. Just 1 second. Okay. Okay, I hope you all see the screen. So our hotel location is in between of the Boka Bay hills. As you can see, it's very green area, and we are facing the open Adriatic Sea. So we are a bit secluded, which is an amazing plus, especially in a peak season on the coast of Montenegro. So guests coming here have the tranquility and all the peace and luxury they can receive in the Mediterranean during summer. We are part of the leading hotels of the world since we opened the hotel. Also, we are part of Virtuoso, and recently we got recommended by Forbes Travel Guide. So our hotel building is right on the waterfront, and we are surrounded with privately owned townhouses and villas on the top. This is actually a town in development. You will see on some of the next slides. And in front, we have a marina for sailing boats mostly. Hotel is surrounded with as well a promenade where there are more restaurants and shops. So guests coming here, even though the hotel is a little bit secluded, they have everything they need for their holiday walking distance from the hotel. Next to the hotel, we have a private Chetty beach, and in front on this side, there are additional beaches for hotel guests. So we have the biggest beach offer in the whole destination. You will see the photos on the next slides. Just 1 second. So just to show you briefly the location of Montenegro as a country, I'm not sure how many of you had the opportunity to visit us. So here on this little part, we have a border with Croatia and a border with Bosnia. On the north is Serbia, and on the south is Albania. So our country is very small, but very diverse in all of the parts. So on the coastline is mostly Mediterranean style, a lot of seafood, beautiful beaches. On the middle part, in the central part of Montenegro, there are a lot of lakes, national parks, mountains, smoked prosciutto, smoked cheese, so it's a bit different. And as you go north, there is an even deepest canyon in Europe called Tara. It's the second in the world after Grand Canyon. The mountains are very dramatic with landscapes, so it's very diverse in all of the parts, but in such a small area. When it comes to airports and how to reach us, we have 3 possibilities. So because we are sharing the border with Croatia, Dubrovnik is a great option to fly, and there are many direct options to Scandinavia during summer season. And Dubrovnik is around 63 kilometers away from our property, so around 1.5 hours transfer time. And when you're coming from Dubrovnik, you pass this area here, so it's a beautiful scenic part. It's not a boring ride at all. And then you have a short ferry ride, around 5 minutes, and then you're quickly here at the jetty. So this is our location. Another option to fly to, and it's a very convenient airport, is Tivat. It is only 13 kilometers away from our property, around 15 to 20 minutes transfer time. And we have a short window when we do have direct flights with Norwegian and other Scandinavian airlines, sometime from July until August. So it's covering the peak season here in Montenegro. And the third airport to fly to is Podgorica, which is a capital city. It is a similar distance like to Dubrovnik, so the transfer time is around 1 hour and a half from Podgorica. So regarding our location, I would like to mention that Luštica is the name of the local peninsula. So that's how the hotel got the name, Luštica Bay, as a project. So it is located right next to this beautiful and large peninsula. It is a local area, so there are a lot of small family-owned farms. We say it's like a little Italy because there are farms where you can go and see how the olive oil is made, like the old ways and new ways as well. You can plant your own olive tree, taste the local products. So it's kind of connecting with the locals. There are also some households where you can go and stay for a proper local lunch and try all the local products. There are a lot of, beside these beaches that I mentioned and that you will see later on the slides, there are so many natural beaches on the whole coastline of Luštica. There are many fortresses from Austro-Hungarian times. There are more than 20 churches just on this area here. So it's perfect for e-bike tour. But of course, we take our guests in transfer to these local farms. We also have one of the experiences like hike and herb, where you go with one of our instructors for hiking, but you also collect herbs that can be only found in Luštica. And then you come back to the hotel and put those herbs in your own herbarium. So there are some activities like that where you can truly experience the area. When it comes to our location, we are close to Tivat. That is also a small, beautiful town on the coast. But also Kotor is maybe the most popular one because it has UNESCO Old Town. And Kotor is around 20 minutes from our location. Furthermore, from Kotor is Perast, another Baroque old town with two small islands in the front. So if you've never been to Montenegro, when you come for the first time, this is the first thing that you need to see. It's kind of the highlight of the coastline in Montenegro. It is called Bay of Kotor. These are just some of the photos from the Luštica Peninsula area. Another local area where you can go for lunch. Boka Bay, so this photo is from Perast, the Baroque town, and two small islands in the front. This is a new addition, like 2 summers ago, they built the cable car. So now in 12 minutes, you can be on the nearest mountain. So from Kotor to the nearest mountain, and then over there you can stay for a lunch. There is a local restaurant, but also you can rent bikes or even hike to Lovćen, which is Montenegro's symbolic mountain. This is just another perspective of our hotel and the entrance to the hotel. So the Chedi is Asian brand of the hotels, and it kind of blends in the destination that is located. So here you will see that the style is mostly Mediterranean. It kind of blends into the area, a lot of light blue colors. It's very elegant. We have many terraces that are facing the outdoor sea. So from all of the restaurants, and all of our rooms and suites have balconies as well. When it comes to rooms, our smallest room is 44 square meters. So the rooms are also very spacious. We have rooms that come with a bath and a shower or with a kitchen, so like small apartments. We have rooms that can be connected. We have twin rooms, so there are all of the possibilities. Regarding suites, we have suites with 1 or 2 bedrooms, and they range from 60 square meters up to 170 square meters. They also all come with the balconies. And the style is very clean and minimalistic. Outlets in our hotel. So the restaurant is a breakfast outlet, only for breakfast. And here is a combination of buffet and a la carte. It's a very nice atmosphere. There is a piano playing every morning. The products are, so in all of the restaurants, we source more than 80% from our local distributors. So you will always find something that is in the season and local. That is why in our a la carte restaurants, we change the menus very frequently. So this spot is one of our a la carte restaurants, and it is directly on the promenade. There is a very spacious terrace outside, an indoor part as well. The lobby bar, it's not just for drinks and coffee. There is delicious snack menu. There is also a cake counter. So there are many outlets only in the hotel where guests can change every day for their meals. The Rock, this is our beach bar and lounge that is positioned directly above the Chedi private beach. So the views are stunning. And here there is also a la carte menu, and it's open for lunch and dinner. And the latest addition is just 2 days ago, we opened the fine dining Japanese restaurant with omakase experience. So it's kind of the shared menu experience. And this is a great addition to our outlets. When it comes to Virtuoso, I didn't mention that this year we became part of 3 Virtuoso communities, which are culinary, sustainability, and wellness. And this kind of inspired us to create authentic experiences, not just for Virtuoso guests, but for everyone. So we have themed experiences. So in culinary, we have, of course, cooking classes. We have bar master's table where guests can learn how to make our signature cocktails with the local ingredients. My personal favorite is Chef's Kotor Market Tour, where guests go with one of our chefs on the farmers market that is located in front of Old Town Kotor. And that farmers market is the most popular here. All of the farmers from around come here to sell their local products. So guests can choose with chef what they want to have for lunch that day. And together with him, they choose, for example, fresh fish that's freshly caught that day or some other ingredients. They have a tour of Old Town Kotor, and then they come back to the hotel and chef prepares food just for them. And that is always something that is off the menu. So it's very exclusive and amazing experience for them. So the beaches, I mentioned that our hotel has the biggest beach offering the whole destination. So you will see why. So just walking distance from the hotel is the Chedi Beach. So this beach is kind of a combination between sand and pebble. And it is fully set up, as you can see on the photo. There are sunbeds, umbrellas, towels. We have a service at the beach, so guests can order food and drinks from the Rock Beach Bar. There's service at the entrance as well, so they get a welcome drink. So it's a really exclusive experience, and this beach is where they get, I would say, most privacy, because it's reserved for hotel guests and for the homeowners of the villas around. Beside this beach, which is complimentary for hotel guests, this year, for the very first time, we have in the offer 3 more additional beaches where guests have complimentary access. So these are some of the photos of those beaches. And they're all sandy beaches, which is great. They also have restaurants or bars, so it's different concepts as well. For example, there is, you will see on this photo the best. So this is where the hotel is located with the small marina in front. The Chedi beach is just walking distance from the hotel on the left side. Then after the promenade and also walking distance is Marina Beach, which is a sandy beach. Then we have Almara Sandy Beach. This is a beach bar and restaurant, and this is the only beach that is at charge, which means they will need to pay for sunbeds, but they can still go to the seafood restaurant or to the beach bar and enjoy the beach. There is also addition this year a sandy complementary beach, Petska. This is a local beach, but fully set up as well. Then we have a most secluded beach, Azure Beach, which is at the very end of the bay. And this one is also a combination of pebble and sand. Since these beaches are a bit further away, we have a shuttle taxi boat that also drives guests complimentary from the marina to these nearby beaches, like every half an hour. There is a timetable. So we have guests staying 5 nights and more, and then every day they can go to a different kind of beach concept. There is, of course, outdoor infinity pool facing the marina. Our spa is very special. So our spa is Asian-inspired spa. And this means that we have therapists coming only from this part of the world. So Thailand, Philippines, Bali, and here you can try the traditional Asian treatments like Balinese treatment or even Thai massage. And the products that we use are also organic. It is a Voya brand from Ireland and based on seaweed. Since we are part of a wellness community, we also here created some of the very nice experiences for our guests. For example, the most popular one is how to make your own body scrub, but using the ingredients from Luštica, so Adriatic sea salt and olive oil that we get from our farms, including the herbs like lavender or rose petals or rosemary that can be collected during the hike and herb tour. Beside these authentic experiences, we of course have a weekly schedule of activities for guests. So we have yoga classes, we have Pilates classes, meditation lessons. We have private instructor in the gym. Guests can rent e-bikes. They can also rent kayaks and SUPs at the beach. So it's also kind of very active area as well and in touch with nature. So activities that can really connect you to the area and for kind of very wellness and relaxed holiday. When it comes to sustainability, this is where we are very proud. We have a green team in the hotel that's taking care of just this field. And we are also one of the first 100 verified resorts in the world by Responsible Hospitality by Forbes Travel Guide. We are one of the sustainability leaders within the leading hotels of the world. And we are on the road to become the first luxury hotel in Europe, zero waste. So this is where we take great pride, and most of these you can really notice when you are in the hotel. It's not just what's happening behind in back office, but for example, in the rooms, all of our one-time use toiletries are from eco-friendly materials like bamboo. Each night on a turn-down service, guests receive a different kind of locally sourced gift. It can be either some liquor from local herbs or a small bottle of olive oil or this Adriatic sponge. So it's always something that we get from the local artisans. We use Acqua di Parma in the rooms and suites as well. And we also manage to have it in refillable bottles, not to have it in the one-time use bottles. We bottle our own still and sparkling water, so we have a system in the hotel for that. So there are many sustainability initiatives and projects that you can really see when you're here in the in the hotel, and that's kind of the idea. So our hotel is open all year round, so we don't close during our winter season. The peak season, like traditionally in Montenegro, is July and August and mid-September, but the seasons in the past years are really getting prolonged. So our season officially starts when we get direct flights from most European big cities. So it is sometime beginning of March until end of October. And the swimming season starts beginning of May until end of October as well. Beside these periods in our winter season, the biggest challenge are the lack of flights, but still you can reach us with some connecting airlines like Austrian or Croatian Airlines to get to our property. Winter in Montenegro is on the coastline is very mild, and it is even equally beautiful to visit us in off season. Everything is open and functions the same like in the summer season. It's just you don't have that many crowds and tourists in spots like Kotor or Budva Old Town or in the areas like that. So I think there are time for questions. So I will be glad to answer anything that you might need. Thank you.
Thank you, Maya. It is really interesting. It looks amazing. I mean, I have not had the pleasure yet to go to Montenegro, but I hopefully
you will soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope at least for sure. You mentioned something about the transportation on Montenegro, and right now, which I think is really good, we have direct connections with Scandinavian Airlines and Norwegian. I know it's a really short window, but it's at least a possibility. But then, of course, also I think it's quite important for our guests here on the webinar to know that Dubrovnik is actually
Exactly.
also yeah. And was that 1.5 hour maybe by car or?
Yes. So from Dubrovnik, if there is no traffic jam on the border, then it's like 1.5 hours up to 2 hours. So it's not that long ride, and they have a bit longer window than Tivat Airport, which is great.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I hope that we together can create more demand for this nation. So even Tivat will direct from Copenhagen and also go to Stockholm will be even more bigger window, I guess. And I hope. But we also have some agents and also some guests who travel by train. Do you have any recommendations for that? Is there a train station in Tivat? I know there is, but is it connected to the railroad system in Europe or?
So when it comes to Montenegro, railroad and trains are unfortunately not the same like they've been like 20 years ago, maybe when I was little. So I would not recommend now the public systems, the public transport system. Yeah. Maybe in Croatia, maybe they are better when it comes to the north of Croatia, but then you would need to kind of combine it with something else to visit the coast and.
Yeah, and I think that would be the next question from my side, because we have a lot of tourists and guests already. They have been to obviously Croatia. They have been really good at branding themselves as a destination. But I think more and more they ask for something new and something different, which could be Montenegro. So there's of course also a possibility of doing like add to the Balkan, where you go to Croatia, Montenegro, and maybe even Albania, which is also really close to you.
So we have guests. If they're staying longer, they stay for some time in Croatia, then they come to Montenegro. Bosnia is very close, so like Mostar is 3 hours away from here. So if they have like a longer window of holiday, then it's perfect to combine countries. In Balkan. Albania is a bit further down, so around 4 hours it will take from our location to Albania border, and then like furthermore to reach some coastal town in Albania. So it would definitely need a bit more time.
Okay, and from your perspective, perspective, I know you are Montenegrin and you are from Montenegro. I mean, what do you feel? What should our me as a guest? What should I when I hear the word Luštica Bay? Not just a cherry brand, which is obviously amazing and really nice, but if I am to tell someone, friend, why should we go to Luštica Bay compared to, again, for instance, Croatia? What is your keywords for the destination? Why is it different?
Yes, so as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this whole area is a local area, and this is actually the oldest coastal part in Montenegro, in Luštica. So there are a lot of culture here. Also, at the entrance of Croatia and Montenegro, there is a small island called Mamula. It used to be a lot of things in the past, at some point a prison even, and now it's a luxury five-star property as well, by the same owner as Luštica Bay. So our guests also like to go there for lunch, dinner, kind of combine these two properties. Mamula is like very secluded because it's on the island. And here, if you come in a peak season, especially, here is where you can feel the peace. Honestly, I'm here almost 7 years and a few months, and every day when I come, it never disappoints. It's like you are in another part of the world. It's not crowded. There are no tourists. Even in a peak season, you can never notice that the hotel is running on high occupancy. There are so many spots to go and visit. It's very. If you are looking for some Mediterranean spot in the summer season, I would definitely come here and to have the peace and serenity, which everyone looks for in a holiday, and
Yeah,
still
exactly.
enjoy the beaches and the restaurants and the food and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, once again, it looks absolutely amazing. I remember one thing you said to me, which I found was quite unique about Montenegro as well, was that it's a rather small country, so you could actually go skiing
Yes.
in the day and go to the beach in the afternoon. I mean,
Yes. So it's very small. In like now there is a part of a highway. So in like actually 2 hours and a half, you can be on the nearest ski resort, Kolashi. And then you can spend the morning there, stay for a local lunch, and then come back here for a swim in April. We had the previous GM do that actually, because that was always our story when we talked to agents. Like in a day, you can go on the north and then come back swimming. And he was like, "Okay, I need to test that," and he
yeah,
really did it. It
yeah.
was April; it was cold for swimming, but
But he did
it
it.
was a bet. Yeah.
But at least still, you could still go to the mountains. You could explore the mountains. You could hike in the mountains, and then you could still come
Oh,
to the beach side,
definitely.
even in the summertime. So I think
Even
that's
yes, perfect.
quite unique.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
yes. To go
Uh,
away from the heat and then come back for a swim. That's for sure.
yeah, for sure. Again, once again, fantastic destination you have, and
Thank you.
great hotel. So I hope that guys from the webinar joining here today have had the same experience as me, and that they are willing or wanting to go at some point. And just want to tell all of you listening and joining the webinar right now, if you have any questions after the webinar, feel free to reach out to me or Maya, and we will do a follow-up on that. Again, this webinar has been recorded. We will send it to you so you can share it with your colleagues. And if you have any questions whatsoever, just feel free to reach out to us. So again, Maya, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
everyone
much, Peter,
for
for
joining.
organizing. Yes, thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Thank you, and we'll be in touch. Take care.
Yes. Take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Bye.